Squeaky's on the windowsill, king of the throne. Charlie's got a feather toy, she's in her zone. Doobie's in the kitchen, knocking stuff down. 3 cats ruling this crazy little town.
Hi guys, it's been a couple of days. It's been a couple of very busy days for Aunt T. I'm relaxing. My mom asked for snoods. Basically, they're just hair nets that, and these are they're cotton made from this. She likes to keep her hair back in easy ways, and I wanted to make pretty things for her. Because, every woman deserves to feel pretty. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter your preferences in life. It doesn't matter any of that. Every woman deserves to feel pretty. And this is my goal for my mom. And this is like it's a freehand shell stitch. Just a pretty thing. I really should be counting the stitches, which I'm not at the moment because I'm talking to you guys. I'm sorry it's been a few days. It's just been pretty hectic. That's all. That's all I gotta say. Whoops. There's my head. I just woke up, you guys, so, literally, I was, laying on this side of my head, I think it looks like, but I'm like, it's been 3 days since I've talked to my friends, and they're probably missing me and stuff like that. So I thought I'd hop on here again, what is it, midnight? Yeah, it is. Wow. I did get my cup of coffee. It's over there. It's over there. It's over here. Yay. Oh. This is what it looks like up close and not all wrinkled up, because right now it's doing this wonderful frilly thing. And since it's going to be a hat, I'm going to need to straighten it out so it's not like all bunched. Actually, it doesn't matter if it's all bunched or anything like that. I've got to get a measurement of the woman's head, because her head is way smaller than mine. I've got that thin elastic, the thin round like hair tie elastic, like they used to use to make their own masks in the pandemic. I got a roll of that on its way. I think that was the white one. Yeah, I got the white one because I'm not planning on making her like really dark gothic black stuff either, because she's also an elderly woman. I don't think that's what she wants. She says she likes to wear lots of different blues and grays nowadays, but I think pastels is okay too. And this thing to me, I don't know, do you remember the candy Smarties? That's the colors that I was going for. And I'll bring it down a little further, and maybe a different stitch to tighten it up. Maybe the same stitch but different count or something to tighten it up with this blue which will be closer to her face so that she doesn't have like this orange and green, because she has very close to my skin coloring, and the oranges don't look so great near our skin, but we're okay with it. Um, it I'm constantly thinking about my grandparents and when I was growing up. Oh, there's my water bottle. My grandpa would hand us little, was it my grandpa? Maybe it was one of the two. Would hand us little rolls of Smarties. And that's what prompted me to make this. I'm like, hey, those are Smarties colors. So it was just a memory that I was having, and I'm like, oh, cool. So my mom gets to wear doilies on her head. And yeah, I took a break from everybody else's stuff because the other day she says, I lost the one with the flower that you made. And I said, that's okay. I mean, so I'm making her more. She says, I really like them. She's having an issue with the fact that her hair has changed texture. And if you imagine a baby with hair as long as mine, it just wads up and it flutters, and she just can't get anything to keep it out of her face. And she says, I really like those hats you make. And I'm like, okay. So surprise, Mom. I made you another hat. I hope you like it. I hope one of these days you tell me other colors to use, because I love you very much, but gray and stuff like that is boring for me to use. That's why she doesn't get just gray, is because it's like, plus I don't see any gray in here, and I don't see any gray in, oh my goodness, this bag. Yeah, those are, that's my accumulation of embroidery floss, which includes my new ones that have variegated. So, anyway, it's Smarties. A Smartie for a Smartie, eh, guys? Very smart people. They're doing okay. They're doing okay. Oh, I need another drink of my coffee. Midnight. We've been waking up at midnight and doing a vlog. While I enjoy other people's ASMR, I'm not going to publish it because I'm not an ASMR artist. I've been making my own at home with my own stuff, like my bag here, and rummaging through it, and that kind of stuff. Sounds of cutting fabric, sounds of turning pages, those kinds of things. I've been making my own for myself, because, like I said, I enjoy other people's stuff, but I find myself during the day grabbing an object and going, like this. Oh, I like the way this fabric feels. Ooh, that would sound good on camera. So, like I said, I am not a person that does that for other people, because I'm afraid to do it because I get critiqued or something. Oh, really? You? Whatever. It's for me. So I discovered my, I call it discovering things. I discovered a cardboard box. I discovered opening this package. I discovered something else. I got these ordered the other day because remember I said I wanted It's not even in there. I wanted this hook, my 12 millimeter, in metal. Where'd it go? I got that hook in metal. And the coolest thing is, I got a 15. These sound like wind chimes too, guys. There's a 12, a 15. Well, let's see. The smallest one that came in this set is a 6.5. And then we have a 7, an 8, a 9, a 10, a 12. Yeah, because here's the 9. Here's the 10. Here's the 12. And then the 15. All in metal. Yay! Because this acrylic, I'm sorry, I'm right in the corner because Squeaky pushed you. There he is. Bully. But see, that's another part of my ASMR is because I absolutely love the way these big hooks, there they all are. Hey, that can go in the set too. Maybe it does go in the set. No, it's a 5. But I absolutely love the way this sounds. Hello, Squeaky. You absolutely love wanting to be on my lap. I'm also one of those people. Oh, here's another one that I found. Another sound that I found. It's Velcro. And I love the way it sounds when it peels. Anyway, come on, Squeaky. Come see the mommy. Come here, Bubba boy. Come here. Come here, handsome. I also wanted to give you an update on this, flea medicine I got them. In the past couple of days, and I don't know if we're waiting for another breakout or because we just had a bunch of little baby ones. And they were just pop on me. Oh, pop, 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 pop. Everywhere I went, pop, pop, pop. Itty bitty teeny tiny things. Now, the girls seem to be scratching a little more than he has been. These cats. Remember I made, and it was a pretty crude video, but I'm like, why do you smell like sweaty man parts? And hi, there he is. They don't smell like that anymore. They don't smell like sweat. They're not farting when they get up on me. The girl's breath, like Doobie's breath, I was putting it towards teething and stuff. They were having gas issues for real. This stuff helped them. They don't stink anymore. And I think they were having gas issues, and there's from, I think Doobie was having it from the Friskies. Charlie was still healing, and Squeaky is bothering me. They, like right now, I did not see like one on him. I haven't been getting as many on my feet. I've been pretty diligent though. Every time I see him, I don't care. I go for a hunt on my bed. I'm like, okay, there's 1, there's 10, there's 20. And I spray him with that stuff I've been spraying him with. And I've been taking them off on my ankles outside, going towards my mailbox and going out there and doing it. So they're not lingering on my bed or on my legs on my way back in. and I'm not seeing them on him. Their coat is nice and soft. Their bald spots from scratching. It's okay, Bubba. It's okay. Yeah, there we go. He had his claw caught. Those are starting to fill back out. So I think I've actually won. But the first thing I really should have done when I got Doobie, this is my fault, is I should have taken her into the vet. They'd have given her a flea bath. They'd have checked her over because she always smelled gross and had farty problems. They'd have checked her over. They'd have told me maybe she's got an allergy, a food allergy or something like that. I did just the most wrong with bringing her into this house on my part. Nobody else's fault. Not saying Doobie's a problem. I absolutely love that kitten. Oh, I love that baby. She's a good kitten. She's a good kitten. But, let me see. I'm not even seeing dirt on him. So, and they don't seem to, they have a problem with the actual, nugget that they get for, because I showed you how big they are. They big old pieces of fish nugget. Why is my thumb? I know it's probably because I just crumble it into their food. I noticed that whatever's in it though, the gravy that's in the food turns to water. And I'm like, I don't know how they're going to deal with that, but okay. So, I'll let you know in a couple of days if we just get another breakout and we're just in a lull right now, or if this is working. But for right now, it seems to be. He's cleaning his welcome sign in my face. He's like that close to my face, and I'm not going to show you because everybody knows, show him your razzle dazzle. He's doing that. He's showing me his razzle dazzle. It's yeah. Oh, but not as much scratching, not as much. They're moving around the house more often. They're just getting back to being cat. And like I said, I will let you know in a couple of days if this is just a lull or if I've actually won one. If I've won one, then these steps that I've gone through with you guys, with you'll have to go through my past, and none of them are labeled fleas. But if I've won one, there is a lot of work and a lot of patience and a lot of frustration of why, this is gross, why, to deal with them. And yeah, I do feel gross. I feel, get out of here, fly. Flew in the door while I had it open today. I feel like Uncle Fester. There's the fly. I feel like it because of crawl on my face, crawl in my hair, crawl across my eye while I'm sleeping. And it just reminds me of Uncle Fester when he has... At least they're not living on me. They're just being bugs and crawling on me. Uh-oh, which puppies is that? You better get going, Squeaky. One of them cats is on their way. Yeah. Yeah? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? What do you guys say? Hi, handsome. They said, my boy. Well, come here. They said, come here and get some love. He's particular when I have the phone on. It's him or nothing. Yeah, he thinks I'm being rude to him. by having the phone in my hand. I think he's related to my dad, who loves cameras. I think he's like at this point genetically related to me. My cat. You know, I just realized without the black in it, this is an awfully patriotic shirt. Oh, but it was up to like 75, which means it was about 80. That's why the fans are both on still, because it's down to about 60 now outside, but it was 75 today. So I had the door open, and this one actually darted for the outside. I came inside. I went down to the store and got some milk. And I opened that door, and Squeaky started to dart towards the door. And I'm like, what? You don't normally do that. Oh, I found another thing that I am going to invest in whenever I have extra cash, because, you know, disability and stuff. I was sitting there, I'm like, I still sometimes mentally want to go down there. Mentally, not like physically for the drug, but I still want to go down to the store and buy a pack of cigarettes. And I bought these for the end of my crochet hooks, because I showed you I was using them the other day. They're for phone cords. I popped it in my mouth and started chewing it. Just chewing it. There is not, well, aside from the fact there isn't any flavor in it, and really if you swallow this, you are going to get in trouble. But there is not much difference between chewing this and a piece of gum. You get 0 calories. And I know this is a gross sounding way of saying it, but this is how they do say it. It helps you with oral fixation, which is what you would be doing with the smoking. Or something like that. Or I feel like munching on something. I don't feel like having a dinner because I just ate. So, and it ruins them, because that's not what these are for. They're silicone. And then I thought, is there such thing as chew toys for adults? They call them jewelry, and it's made out of silicone. And they're necklaces, and they have there's ones with Oreos. Those are the ones that look interesting to me. There's ones that look like dog toys, but they're about the size of a I'm going to say a pencil, because there are little kids that listen. But they look very adult. Like they should do a job. And I'm not looking into something like that. I like the ones that look like, and they probably wouldn't fit around my neck, but they look like little roses, and they look like, flowers and stuff like that. I'm like, hey, pretty, and because I do find myself going like that on my clothing. And when I did have long hair in my mouth. So I thought, you definitely have a chewing issue. Like you want to chew stuff. So, and he's looking at, I haven't bought any, because I've project and that kind of stuff. But I thought, let's try it out. whether I'm autistic or just ADHD people go through the same kind of stuff as well. And they're trying to say, some people are trying to group ADHD in with autism as well. They're very similar. Very, very similar. And I don't know how they make what the difference is between the two. Like, I don't know how they say, oh, you're ADHD, but that one's autistic. I don't know. I don't know how ADHD isn't on the spectrum. Okay, they do run along the same vines, but autism is the social clues and that kind of stuff, and ADHD is anxiety and things like that. I would encourage you to Google it. I just did. Usually when I get Google, the first thing that shows up is AI. So I would go down a few pages if you don't trust AI. I don't trust AI because that could be like my neighbor who doesn't know. This is an example. I don't know crap about my neighbor, but it could be like my neighbor sitting there who doesn't know how to read a dang book telling me, blue is purple. So I encourage you, if you have the same question, to Google it. Because, like I said, the first thing that pops up for me is AI, and that's where I was going with that. My mind just kind of ADHD'd. It'd be like, my neighbor telling me blue is purple, and that's a fact. Because that's what happens to AI, is they feed off of the information we give them. That's why I'm like, Google it for yourself, because the answer I got, again, I look at several sources when I Google. If one says this one thing, and that's the thing that I wanted to hear, let's look down the list and find more and see if, that is the definition, or if there is more. And I figured also, me looking into chew toys, when I was younger, probably by society would have been laughed at. But for having chew toys. Now it's normal. But I have always, since I remember, wanted to walk up to things and bite them. Just to feel that feeling on my teeth. So, and apparently I did do that. I bit a lot of stuff when I was younger. Oh, my dad's sitting there going, we both watch you. I'm like, that's great. No secrets from them. I love the smell of this stuff so much. Island in the Sun. What's the other one? Malibu. Something about Malibu. It's the Sky Blue Malibu. Now, the difference between the Sky Blue Malibu and the Island in the Sun is this one has a citrus smell to it as well. And just when I smell this stuff, it just takes me to the beach. And there is no smell of it, thank goodness. Can you imagine if there was? People be on there being all gross. I probably would too. Be like, hey, can you smell that? Guess what I just did? But then there'd be like, Pam was cooking, and I'd be like, I want to smell that food. But then again, hi, Handsome. Your butt. He was over here, he was licking my leg, and I said, hey, what's that all about? And he turns and he goes at me. I'm like, you're weird. Oh, Doobie's over there playing with that dang toy. I'm glad I nanotaped that down for her because she would play with it and fling it across the floor. And then she'd be done playing. And she's been playing more since I did that. Not just laying around on the bike. I'm like, that is just not healthy for a 6-month-old, what is it, 7-month-old kitten? That's just not healthy. That's not healthy for any cat. Cats want to play, except for Charlie and Squeaky. They want to cuddle. And Charlie's been being weird. But they want to cuddle with each other, with me, whatever. Doobie wants to play. And that, I refuse to get her, like, they have, like, interactive toys that can be, like, expensive, for one thing. But I refuse to get her something like, I consider it an idiot box, a TV. Electronic, and that's, you just play with that. But if she gets the urge in the middle of the night to play, because they're nocturnal, and I'm not up in the middle of the night, then she's got that. And I do hear her playing with it while I'm sleeping. I hear stuff while I'm sleeping. It doesn't wake me up unless it's something alarm. Like if I'm sleeping and I hear crash, I'm like, oh boy, I'm awake. Where was that? What was it? So I'll be like up and going and investigating what the crash was. Okay, it was cooling down. I looked over there to see if my door was closed. I don't like to sleep with my door open. It's just kind of a thing for me. Oh, excuse me. So I hear them walking around and jumping, and sometimes I hear something falling, and I'll find it when I wake up because it didn't sound like a disaster. But if it sounds like they ripped a wall down, I get up. I'm like, here I am. I'm here. What do you want? Oh, so another sound that I found absolutely intriguing to listen to was I was looking for, because I found this raincoat, but it had a hood and a pair of pants to go with it, where there was shredded pieces on it, which I need to fix with a goop and a thick piece of plastic. But I absolutely love the sound of it. I love it. Love it. Sound and plastic bags. I don't know. Some AI. I was talking to Meta AI the other day and telling some secrets. And I said something about I mean, I can't sit here and listen to it for hours or anything like that. But I actually don't mind and kind of enjoy the chalkboard thing. And they said something about people who enjoy unpalatable noises. Some people do enjoy those. What is that called? Oh, I googled it and why are you yelling at me? What do you want? Your big old fat belly. Over here. As I start talking. You got the disorder they just gave me. um, they didn't. I says, what are the people that like bad noises? And I forgot. I had forgotten what that was called. I googled it. Um, I actually googled what are the people that, and there is a disorder where people have a very big sensitivity to sounds called misophonia. Like they can't stand ASMR. Um, can't stand, you know, certain sounds. And that's not the word that they'd given me before. So anyway, I don't sit there and like listen to people screech across chalkboards either. I don't mind it. I actually used to be the kid in class that would go. Everybody just be sitting there. You know why? Because they ticked me off. Every single one of them ticked me off. So I learned to not So I learned that it didn't bother me. So every once in a while they'd just be in there studying, and I'd be like on the chalkboard. Ah, who did that? For after a while, I remember some of my teachers not letting me sit next to the chalkboard. Now, when I was going to school, there was a chalkboard. When my daughter was going to school, little going to school, there was a whiteboard. And now they get tablets, I think. I remember my nephew went back to school, and he ended up, loaned him while he was in school an Apple computer that didn't even have, the computer was inside the monitor. Like, I know, here I'm going, oh, the computer was inside of the monitor. Well, look at what I'm holding on to, a phone, right? A cell phone. Speaking of that, I found one of my old ones. A cell phone, a computer that's in a monitor. And I'm going, oh, a computer that's inside of a monitor. That's how old I am. Oh. And every one of my ASMRs that I've done for myself has this fan in the background. Not that I enjoy the sound of the fan, but I'm fat and I'm old and it gets hot in here. Oh, I try to get the daytime and the nighttime. Well, like, I got the nighttime, the sounds of the frog. There's frog sounds out there still. So I got that, about a minute or so of that before a car came through. Um, the daytime one, it's hard to get because cars are constantly going past. And I don't want to hear the cars. I want to hear the birds and the crickets and the but I don't think there's very many places you can go that you don't hear cars nowadays. So now there is places like up the road from me, there's a place called the Dark Park, which is, they say there isn't any light that is in its way or anything like that, but you can't get escape light either. But I wonder if it's more quiet than here. More, and I'd be able to sit there. I've never visited. It's a place that other family members enjoy visiting, but I never have yet. I've never been there. I'd like to go one of these days, but it's just never been in the calendar. So I wonder if it's more quiet. I'll have to figure that out. Figure it out. I'm always figuring life out, guys. I haven't done any other projects besides crocheting lately. It's again, I have time for that. I have time for that, and I have time to sleep. Yay, sleep. At least I have time to sleep. Googly eye. That's another sound I like. Googly eye. I like the smaller ones better because they have more of a ting ting. They have more of a sound, different sound to it. I know that looked really gross. What I'm going to do for my wonderful little sounds is because I enjoy watching them. Will you not put your anal cavity on my freaking glasses? Haha, you're stuck to the curtain. I gotta go help him. Nope, he got it himself. But what I'm going to do, sorry about interrupting with his starfish, but he did. Let me turn that fan off, because I'm right here, and I don't need both of them on at the moment. And I'll have to turn the other one off too. Okay. Is go and find videos of lava lamps. I love watching a lava lamp. And I'm going to screen record them. Like I said, I ain't publishing these for everybody else. And what I'll do is I will probably make me a pretty long video for myself just to listen to while I'm sleeping. I enjoy other people's art, but I also enjoy making my own. Oh, I'm distracted by this thing. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do next to it. I almost dropped you. Ouch, cramp in my fingers. That's pretty typical of this stuff. I'm going to figure out what stitch I'm going to do next, just to kind of tighten it up and get it to start going round rather than flat and floppy. But that's how I'm going to get the measurement for her head. And then that's how I'm going to make it not floppy. Even if it bunches up when it's sitting like this, it'll fit around and it'll give room for hair. So, I even have a video of me eating popcorn. I like the sound. And I can't find a good video. My mom, when I was growing up, used to do writing. And I would go take a nap. And when I would take a nap, I would hear ding, typing. And I would hear the hum of the typewriter. Oh my gosh, the thought of that. I can smell the ribbon. Typewriter ribbon had a smell to it. Typewriters had a smell of oil. And I'm obviously fixated on smells like that. Like the soap. But the smell of that and the hum, I think it was a gray and black Smith Corona. And then the brrrr to roll it up to the next line. And the ding, it reminds me of nap time from when I was a kid. And I can't find somebody that's done a very good video of it. So, I've found one It sounds close, but it isn't a Smith Corona. But I remember that. I remember taking the typewriter into the shop a couple of times. Her typewriter needed to be fixed. I'm looking for a typewriter. Don't have, won't have a computer. Can't afford one, right? Somebody needs a pen pal. But my writing, I'll bet Journey's handwriting's better than my handwriting. It's hard to decipher it. My mom said when I was growing up that I had fine motor problems, which I don't know if I've grown out of because this looks like awful fine work to me, in my hands. And it was like dropping you. Let me see. Hold on, let me get it in the position. Hold on. Like holding your pencil like this and trying to write. Or trying, somebody with really pretty handwriting and they're only right-handed, trying to write with their left hand. So my handwriting is terrible. And for somebody who's trying to learn how to read, I need a typewriter so that she doesn't have to sit there and try to decipher it. Because that's just like, I don't know. You can't teach somebody how to read unless you've got really good handwriting with handwriting. So I'm looking for a typewriter. Maybe a resale shop. Typical, I haven't gone to the resale shop in a long time, but you want to know why? Because we just went to that one big yard sale that I got this raincoat at. I don't need more stuff. I'm just looking for a typewriter. And if I can find an older model, they still, to this day, make ribbon for it. So, yay! They don't really, I mean, there's a few companies that still make typewriters, but you want a typewriter, it's a couple $1,000s. The convenience of it, I guess, or whatever. Oh, I have food on my shirt. Ah. Sorry, I just noticed that. I dropped on my shirt when I was eating. And you can't even see because another dadism. And that's why my shirts are the way they are. You ever ask my dad what his favorite color is? He'll look at you and say, plaid. My favorite color is plaid. So that's why his shirts are plaid. Well, I see why, because, I mean, if I zoom in right there, you can kind of see it. But, like, from here, you can't really see it. Now you know it's there, but... And typically, he liked red, green, yellow, with the blacker stripe in it. Like my favorite one. He says, well, it matches every single one of them. Mustard, ketchup, and relish. He says, you drop any of that on there, you're not going to find it. Man, I love that dude. Oh, I love him. What's your favorite color? I think I'm going to steal that from Dad. What's your favorite color? Plaid. I'm totally stealing that from you, Dad. Oh, what's your favorite color? Floral. Oh. He comes up with the coolest stuff sometimes. Oh. I made a statement earlier. If this hat fits me, it's not going to fit her. That's a lie. If this fits me around my head and the elastic that I sew into it fits mom around her head, all it's going to do is give her more room for her hair. It's probably about shoulder length. So she needs the bulk of the hat to put the hair up into. Her hair used to be like mine, which when I get older, I'm either going to be old man bald or baby fine hair. Maybe. Genetics just say I'm either going to be bald or baby fine hair. I don't know how my sisters, my mom's sister's hair is nowadays, but it might be the same too. The one is only like 15 years older than me, so she shouldn't be having that kind of hormonal change yet. And I say bald because every single person on my dad's side of the family is bald. My grandma wasn't. Her hair was like this, but I think grandma put her hair up in curlers. I can't remember. She was just a very neat and tidy person. So I think my grandma put her hair up in curlers. Again, my grandma was one of those ladies. She had her hair done, she had her makeup done, and she had the coordinating jewelry on when she left the house. And when she left the house, she had one of those plastic kerchief things. She put it on her head, especially if it was raining. It was a rain cap. So grandma was always put together. So I would imagine she probably used curlers too. But I remember her hair being like this. So sadly, with little things like that bracelet, there's the companies decide colors that aren't savory or whatever, and apparently that green wasn't. I only had 2 skeins of it. So on this hat, when I run out of a skein, I just change colors. This isn't green, it's more of a ecru. I just change colors. Maybe I should put blue. That's what the color is going to come up next anyways, blue. It's just a change in a knot. And if she doesn't like it because of the weird change colors, she could tell me to shove it back into my yarn box. But see, there's the green and the blue. The ecru, would not have been much of a difference either. And there's only one of this color. I'm like, that's weird. There's 4 of the blue ones. You okay, kitty? Oh, they're sneezing. Charlie Puff, she sneezes. And there's the color change. It's not very intrusive. And see, you've seen that. Where did I run out again? Over here. See? Ow! Man! What do you want from me? What? Are you going to make a move? You stare at me like that. You're a butthole. Know that? You are a butthole. Take a thought. Really, I think what I should have done is use the pastels for the 11-inch um, plastic friends for gifts. But I think that would look pretty on Mom too. And it's not like I can't get more. Just gotta wait next month. I mean, what is it? Next, we're in September now. Next month is October, November, December. And we got like 3 months to get Christmas presents and stuff out. And this one's just a fidget. Dude. Ow, your back toes. You're a brat. What do you want? Like living with little weird stalkers. I have that poster up on my wall because he usually likes to sit there. It says, "My cat's a creepy a-hole." Because my cat is a creepy a-hole. You don't want camera. You don't want the camera. Oh, you're such a diva. You're such a drama queen. You're a drama queen. Ah. Ow. Your nails. Dude, I don't want to. What you want? Well, he is being insistent. Well, there he walks away now. Weirdo. He's being insistent, and I'm seeing right here is where my glasses ought to go, because I put that up here. He wants his mama. So, impromptu in the middle of the night vlog, just because I'm sorry, I feel I've been neglectful, but my head is just not. It's my brain. I have not been here to it's unexplainable. I've not been here in my mind long enough to get a vlog out. It's just busy in my brain. That's why I say I've been busy. I've been busy here. It's like, stop. It won't. So I'm here and there. I think it has to do with preparations for winter. Winter's coming up. I'm weatherizing. I got my windows covered, got my doors covered. I want to make sure everything in the yard that's in the yard isn't going to stay out there to get blanked out in the winter or thrown around the yard. Or so we get some pretty big winds out there, and if I got stuff out there that's going to float around, hit somebody's window. I did take a nice bike ride the other day, just up and down the path. And when I was returning home, I turned the corner, and there were 2 deer standing there just staring at me. They went off because, they're wild animals. Pedal down the road a little further. A deer. I swear to goodness I could have reached out and touched this thing. Ran out in front of me on a bike. So 3 deer, and then a little farther down the road, 2 rabbits. Bounce, 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 bounce. Go. And there they were. And I saw a hawk flying, and I know it was a hawk. I have to turn that fan off. So I saw lots of wildlife on my trip. I don't like to vlog it. Same reason I don't like to vlog when I'm with other people. Because I like to enjoy their company. I like to enjoy being out in the nature and seeing what I see. And if I'm out there flapping my gums, I'm going to miss the 3 deer that I didn't see, that I saw. Or the rabbits that bounced away. Sometimes I get bunny rabbits in my yard. I get a lot of them in my yard. And I'm thinking that may be another place where the fleas are coming from. Because who defleas rabbits, right? I get lots of them in my yard. So That may be where they're coming from too, is the wildlife out there. It's not like I have, a bubble around my house that nothing gets in my yard. Right now, I'm hearing whatever it is that chews all over my underside of my house. It's under there again. It's gonna be there for the winter. And I almost want to say they're squirrels. Because they love those pine trees. And I'm in a trailer. And that's a wooden skirt under there. Of course they can get under there. Luckily, I don't think there's much they could be damaging down there. Underneath the house. Down there sounded gross. I think if they were in the roof, they'd be damaging electrical. But I don't think that there's anything down, because that's where the plumbing was. And the plumbing's on my ceiling now. So I'm not sure. But normally it's right in my bathroom is here. And normally I'm hearing it underneath here. So they might be just chewing on old plumbing, hopefully. I haven't had an issue with electricity other than the typical stuff. So, and this has been 2-3 years that things, whatever it is decided to be under my house. So, anyway, just preparing for winter and taking bike rides. Hey, and if it's a nice day tomorrow, I'll probably go out on a bike again, because you know what? Those days are coming to an end. And it was too hot in the summer to get all over that bike. We got, 2 weeks of 80 to 90 degree weather, 100 degree weather. I typically like to be on the bike in the spring and the fall. In the wintertime, it's pretty much not an impossibility. In the summertime, it gets hot. I mean, if I take a bike ride during the morning, it's okay, but I gotta get home before 10 or 11 o'clock, because it gets too hot to be out there, because my lungs are like, because I haven't been good to them. And man, those railroad tracks are gorgeous right now. I'm seeing all sorts of fall flowers, and it's beautiful back there. It's beautiful. And don't worry, Aunt Dee's got tools with her, and donk. If somebody comes towards me, donk. The bottom of this jar, I told you a long time ago, because of Pam. I'm going to clean this lid because I've been putting coffee in it. It looks gross. Because of Pam and their Dukes, this is the mayo I buy. So, jars. And it said on the bottom, it said, Trim Light Patented. So, and then it also says ring. And then it says PETE number 1, which means recycling. Then I don't know, maybe a batch number 4A BT-1146. Maybe a batch number. Yeah, I'm gonna clean that off. I'm gonna take my jar over there. It's been a couple of days too. But because of Pam, the mayonnaise I like is Duke's. It's got a very good flavor to it. That stuff you get at Walmart, it actually tastes, that is another thing that I have, is a hypersensitivity to tastes. Like, I can tell you the difference in my well water, or my filtered well water, my parents' well water, the water down the street in the artesian wells, motel water. I could tell you the difference in the taste in bottled water. Bottled water, I could taste the sodium bicarbonate in it. I like to say sodium bicarbonate because it's just a big word. Baking soda. It's got baking soda in it, and I can taste it. And I don't know where I was going with that, so because my mind is wandering again. It's like, hey, your eyes are open. Guess what? It's time to think of everything. I imagine, I don't know. If you're my age and remember Star Trek, there was a episode with William Shatner. He's funny. I call him the Shat because I heard he's pretty pompous, or he was. But then the things I see him doing, like at 96 years old, doing all these adventures and stuff like that. I mean, you look at him and you think he's maybe 80. And 96 years old, man. Out there still filming and doing adventures and stuff like that. Maybe he drinks. Maybe he finds unicorns and processes them and he has them as venison. I have no idea. But anyway, the episode I'm talking about, it's called The Trouble with Trebles. Trouble with Tribbles, not trebles. Trebles is a musical note. Trouble with Tribbles. They look like little tiny, maybe not so tiny, not gerbils, hamsters, but they're fluffy, and they're cute. Somehow they got an invasion. Somebody brought it on the ship, or somebody thought it was, I don't remember exactly, but they just multiplied. I mean, they were in everything. Just everything. So every time I get a brain train like that, just doot 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 doot, I think of Trouble with Tribbles. I'm like, Tribbles. I've got tribbles going on in my brain. They're fuzzy and they're everywhere. So I'm having trouble with tribbles right now. And I am going to go. So I'll see you later. It may be a couple of days again. It may not be a couple of days. I might vlog again. Probably not today because I'm putting this one out now. Oh, and by the way, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pam. Happy birthday to you. And you're 52. Ha ha ha. I don't get to be that until March. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Have a great day.